Jessie, and today I have another book tag for you. Are we surprised anymore? This is another tag that was created by a smaller booktuber, and their name is The Bumbling Blogger. I will leave all of their information in the description below, along with the link to the original tag. But I really liked this question. This is Can't Say I Didn't Try, and these are just some fun questions, a lot of them about DNFing and books that may be overhyped. So let's get into this. The first question is a book you should have DNF'd. I have a couple. I probably should have DNF'd The Cruel Prince because I really thought it was going to get better and it didn't. Part of me thinks that I should have DNF'd Damsel, but I know Leslie is really glad that I didn't because it led to like a really funny rant video about this terrible, terrible book. And if I never hear the word his yard once again, then I will be happy because, the book was just awful. But I should have DNF'd both of those. The next one is the most books you've read without finishing a series. Usually I know like one book in if I'm gonna finish the series or not. So I'm really big on like finishing the first book in a series and then deciding whether I'm gonna read more or not. But I mean, other than the fact that like for like Thunderhead and Scythe, I've read those two. I haven't read The Toll, but I'm not DNFing it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But usually, yeah. Oh no. I read the first 5 Mortal Instruments books, part of the 6th one, and never finished it. And then I unhauled all of them because I just did not care. So yeah, that would probably be it. I had forgotten all about those books. Like, I forgot that I hadn't finished the last one. So there's that. The next one is a hyped author that you just can't get along with. I don't 100% know. Because I don't know why I'm looking at my shelves, because like if I didn't get along with it, I wouldn't have it. All I can really think about is Steven Erikson, who wrote the Malazan Book of the Fallen. And it's not even that I don't like his writing style because I've never read the book. I'm just very put off by his social media presence. It's just off-putting to me. So there's that. That's a big part of it. I also just am not really interested in the story, I feel like. It's just not something I'm gravitating towards. I'm not really interested in Malazan. But yeah, that's kind of it in the author realm. I'm a little iffy about Jay Kristoff. I own Illuminae, Lifelike, and the entire Nevernight series. Still haven't read anything by him, and I am gonna try, but I'm a little off-put by him, but not to where I'm gonna get rid of the books that I already own. I'm just not sure if his writing style is for me, but we're gonna see. And I know like some stuff has come out recently about like controversies on Twitter that he's been involved in, so I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, but like definitely Erikson, I think, is the one that's just really just not for me. I don't think I can jive with. The next one is a genre you rarely read from. Anything contemporary. I don't tend to read contemporaries. I don't tend to read romance books. I read some fantasy romance, but not very many. And I like a well-done romance in my fantasy, but not where that's like the main plot. I don't read a lot of like horror, but I'm not against it. Like I don't read a lot of thrillers either, but again, it's not like I'm opposed to it. It's just not what I gravitate towards. But like contemporary romance is just like not my jam, like at all. I'm not really a super romantic person in real life. Like I'm not that clingy, romantic, whatever person. Like I love my husband and we do some fun romantic shit, but like I don't know. I'm not a romance person. I don't watch a lot of romance movies. Like rom-coms, I don't really watch like your traditional like girly rom-coms. Like I want to watch stuff that's got like magic and murder, but not. The next one is the most elusive book or edition of a book that you can't get your hands on? There's two off the top of my head. I really want the leather-bound Warbreaker edition, and it's out of stock. And I'm like stalking it. Like, I will pay that money. Like, I want the leather-bound edition of Warbreaker. And also the Octaminini. Octamini. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's like this weird, like, elusive book that you can only buy on the Octaminini website, and it ships out of England, which is fine. But it's like back ordered like 6 weeks or something, and like I don't even really know what the book's about, but like I want it. Like, it's cool looking, I want it. It's like, apparently this whole book is a prologue for a series. Like, I don't even know. I'll link the website down below, but it just seems really cool. And it's like one of those things that I want just because I want to know what it's about. But it's like, do I want to wait the 6 weeks and pay? I think it's only like 20 pounds. It's not super expensive. I think it's like shipping to the US that makes it more expensive, but I'm like, maybe I might get that. The next one is a book or author that keeps being recommended to you, but you know you won't enjoy. I don't know. Malazan, that's one that I just, some people have told me to read it and I'm just like, pass. Fires of Vengeance. I really don't think I want to read the rest of the Rage of Dragons series, whatever that series is called. I just don't really have a desire to read the rest of it, even though people are like, oh, are you gonna read it? I'm like, oh, I don't know. And also the rest of Throne of Glass. So like, I read the first book and so many people have told me, oh, just make it past book 3 and it gets really good. And I'm like, but I don't want to have to read 3 books that I don't enjoy in order to get to 5 books that I do, or 4 books that I do. Like, and then like I kind of Googled what happens and like Wikipedia'd it, and like I just don't think it's for me. But I don't know. That's one that, especially Throne of Glass, that keeps getting recommended, that I'm like, ooh, I like this one. A book that has a better cover in a different language. I don't know if this is in a different language or not, but I know it's a different international edition, and that is the Indonesian copies of the Poppy War series. I'll put in pictures. They are beautiful. I don't think Burning God is out yet there, but oh, the Poppy War and the Dragon Republic, they are so beautiful. I don't know if they're written in English or not, if they're just like Indonesian editions or if they're like completely translated, but oh, they're so beautiful. Like, I want them. And then I know Ellen Elliott Brooks has some really pretty editions of, I think, like the Mistborn series that are not in English, and like I kind of want them even though I know I can't read them. But yeah, like there's some real pretty editions, but that Indonesian Poppy War, man, it's beautiful. The next one is a book you've only seen the movie or TV adaptation for. Lord of the Rings. I've read part of it. I just never finished it. So Lord of the Rings, I've seen the movie 1.5 million times. Like, I own the extended editions. I've never actually finished the series. So there's that. I'm trying to think. Oh, Pride and Prejudice. I've never read Pride and Prejudice, but I've seen the Keira Knightley edition of the movie and loved that, but have no desire to read the book. Little Women. I do want to read that book though, but I've only seen like the Winona Ryder movie of it. Les Mis. I've never read the entire book. I DNF'd Les Mis. It was so long. And I had a mass market paperback, not abridged. So long, could not get into it, probably because I was in high school. And I loved the like stage adaptation of it, and then like, of course, the version with like Hugh Jackman. Love him. So those, I have not really read the books. This one is a book that you would not want to see adapted. Like, so if they adapted this book, I would not want to watch it. I don't know, because I love adaptations, right? I think all of them, if done poorly, I'd be like, oh no. But like, if done well, like, I'm really excited. I mean, can it be a book I don't like? Please do not adapt The Cruel Prince or Damsel. Like, those would be terrible, right? Like, just for, oh my God, that would be awful. The Cruel Prince would be awful, but Damsel would be a terrible adaptation. That would have to be like R-rated grossness. Like, no. The next one is a series that shouldn't have been continued. What is that one? Shatter Me? I haven't read the last 3, but like, I'm super like, not sure if I want to read the last 3 books in the Shatter Me series because I really loved the first trilogy and like it was done and over and fabulous. But I don't know if I want to read the rest of them because I've heard such mixed things. Also, The Cursed Child should have never happened. And then last one is a trope that puts you off of reading a book. Shitty parents. Like the YA common trope where it's like the parents are terrible or like they just don't care or they're dead. Like, I get it. We need these teenagers to go on an adventure by themselves and obviously we can't have parental supervision for these 15, 16-year-olds, but like, why? Why not? Why can we not do a YA fantasy book where like mom and dad join in on the adventure and like go support their kids and help them be the chosen one? Like, why can't I have that? I need that in my life. I need that YA fantasy book where like the parents are alive, at least one parent. They're not trash. They don't like choose a man over their child, which I've seen done and I have DNF books because of it. Like, that's what I want. So if I like get into a book and like the parents are like super trash like that, I'm just gonna DNF it. Like, I can't anymore. I feel like we need better parental representation in YA books, especially like fantasy. I'm sure there's like great parents in like contemporaries, so why can't we have them in fantasy books? Why can I not have my mother as a side character going on a chosen one quest with her 16-year-old chosen one, like making them dinner at the fucking campfire or something? Like, why can't I have that? Like, why is that a bad thing? Why do we see parents in YA fantasy as disposable or as bad or as not necessary? Like, I think that would make for a great one. So authors, if you're watching me, do me a solid. Write me a mom in a YA fantasy series that like goes on the adventure. She can die. She can die at the end protecting her child because like that's what moms do, right? But write me that story and I will be so happy. All right, this was so much fun. I don't really know who to tag, so do it if you wanna. I officially tag you. Yes, you. You and your beautiful self. You are tagged. All right, so hopefully you had fun hanging out, talking about some dislikes and some rants, and I got a little heavy ranty there at the end, so sorry about that. So hopefully you enjoyed this and had fun, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.